Hello, my name is Penny and this is Penny's Art Emporium. I have been asked to do a painting that depicts this lovely mountain scene from New Zealand with the mountain, the sky, nice misty fog and the lake and the nice green kind of hills. And it's a painting that has quite a lot of distance to it, so I'm going to be using my brushes to do this painting, and it will probably take me about a week or so off and on, so I will put it on to Hyperlapse for you so that you can just see kind of from start to finish how the painting develops. I've picked out lots of lovely colours. I've got lots of nice blues for the sky, nice kind of creamy, nice sort of baby blues really. I'll do it so that it's a bit darker at the top and blend it down to be lighter around the mountain. And then I've got, again, it's more blues rather than greys for the actual mountain itself. I want it to be very hazy like the photograph, so quite muted tones, not too dark and not too strong a colour. And then I've got lots of lovely greens for the hills. So I have got some nice metallics which I will put for the highlights, some nice soft sagey natural greens. I've got quite a lot of metallic things out, but I will also dull it down a bit with some nice sage green. I've got all my different makes of paint here as well. And then I've got some nice yellowy golds, again for some of the more sort of natural scenes, and some beautiful turquoises, and a more sort of greeny blue for the lake. So I will get started on this and you can see how it all goes, and hopefully it should be fun. So here I am, I've just started this painting. I'm just adding some of the blue to the sky here. I like to put my metallic paints on first because I think it makes a nice reflection even though I build up more layers of paint over it. I have already roughly put on the canvas the outline of where I want everything to be on the painting, and I have put that on in my pearl white paint because you can still see where everything's going to be, but I prefer not to use something like a pencil because I don't want any of those pencil marks to show through on my painting. And because I build my layers up quite slowly, and I do build them up from the lighter colours first, I just don't want any of those lines to show through, particularly if I move something at a later date, which I might well do. So I have just started to layer everything up, and I'm gradually going to put my darker colours on top and just layer up all the colours that I want. I will start from the top first. I like to watch Bob Ross and he always starts at the top, so I think that must be a good place to start from. And I'm just really starting to get a rough idea of where I want things to go. Anything that is going to be white, I tend not to paint. I like that to be as pure white as possible, so leave those bits out. And then this is the lake or the sea, and these are nice kind of sea green turquoisey colours. So I'm just really putting all my layered bits in, letting each little bit dry, and then coming back to it at a later date with another layer of colour. So I will just leave you to watch this in peace now, and we'll see what that looks like when we get to final results. is this painting. I feel that it is finished now. I just did a little bit of fiddling with it, but I'm quite happy now with the way that it is. It's got these lovely misty mountains, and the colours at the top I've done very muted and very subtle, but with the reflections of the mountains at the top. And then it's got this misty section that goes through the middle, and the hill there with just very subtle light colours, and then in the distance you can just see those little trees and bushes and the water there, which is misty towards the waterline. And then as the painting moves towards the bottom, the colours start to get a little bit brighter, and towards the front much greener, and a lot clearer, so that you can just see the details as it moves forward. And then right at the front it's much darker, with much more defined leaves on the bushes and the little road there. And then I've done the bushes so that hopefully it will help you to guide your way through the painting. I'm hoping that you would kind of look towards the left where the road is, and then hopefully meander to the edge of the water and eventually kind of up towards the mountains. And as with all my paintings, I do like to have some very subtle reflective features, which I'll try to see if you can get from the video. The reflective features are only at the bottom half of the painting, where it is not meant to be misty mountains. So very subtle in the grass and in the water, and it will look slightly different from different angles. I was unsure about the misty mountain, but actually I'm very happy with that now. And I'll show you the original photograph that I was given. I did, with my painting, zoom in a little bit so that it was kind of to this kind of area. The reason for that was that I felt like there'd be too much dark if I kept it on the scale that it was. I also felt that the mountain on the right hand side would just be really a lot of darkness, so that was why I cropped it to be kind of around, I guess, well, there, that type of thing. And you can see I did change the colours quite dramatically, just to make it pretty, really. I just felt that if I kept it to those colours, I just felt it would be a bit dull, and I just thought it would be nice for it to be a little bit greener. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.